Mitsubishi Montero is back, and this time it's gunning straight for the Toyota Land Cruiser's throne. Yes, you heard that right. The legendary SUV that wants to find toughness, dependability, and true go-anywhere freedom is making its comeback for 2026, and Mitsubishi is pulling no punches. Known as the Pajero in many global markets, this SUV has long been a household name for off-road warriors and adventure seekers, and now it's re-entering the game with modern styling, cutting-edge technology, and powerful performance options that are designed to compete with the very best in the segment. But here's the big question everyone's asking. Can the 2026 Mitsubishi Montero really challenge the Land Cruiser, an icon that has ruled the rugged SUV class for decades? Stick around because by the end of this breakdown, you'll see exactly why Mitsubishi is aiming high and why this SUV might just shock the entire industry. Let's start with what immediately grabs your attention, the exterior. One glance at the 2026 Montero and it's clear Mitsubishi didn't play it safe. The design team has reimagined the Montero using the company's bold, dynamic shield design language, which gives the SUV an aggressive yet refined character. Up front, you're greeted by a tall, upright grille framed with chrome accents that flow seamlessly into slim LED headlights. These aren't just your average headlights, either. They feature a signature lighting pattern that makes the Montero stand out, day or night. The sculpted hood, with sharp character lines, screams strength and presence, while the front bumper integrates functional skid plates and large air inlets that remind you this isn't just a city SUV, it's built for the trail. From certain angles, the stance feels almost intimidating, as if Mitsubishi wanted the Montero to walk into the arena swinging against the Land Cruiser from the very first look. Swing around to the rear and you'll notice the designers didn't hold back there either. A wide and commanding stance is emphasized with sleek LED taillights connected by a horizontal trim piece that adds a dose of modern luxury. The tailgate is clean and functional, built with practicality in mind, while the rear bumper adds a rugged touch, reinforced by an integrated spoiler that gives it a hint of sportiness. From the side profile, the Montero looks muscular and athletic, riding high on large alloy wheels tucked into squared-off wheel arches. Strong shoulder lines run along the length of the SUV, blending luxury cues with an adventure-ready personality. It's a smart balance. Mitsubishi wanted something that looks just as good pulling up at a downtown hotel as it does parked at the trailhead before a weekend camping trip. Step inside, and the transformation feels even more dramatic. The 2026 Montero's interior marks a huge leap forward for Mitsubishi, moving away from the utilitarian cabins of the past and stepping confidently into the modern premium SUV category. The moment you open the door, a panoramic sunroof stretches across the roofline, flooding the cabin with natural light and instantly making the space feel open and inviting. The dashboard design is sleek, functional, and clearly driver-focused. At the center sits a large, high-resolution touchscreen infotainment display that supports wireless Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and Mitsubishi's latest suite of connected services. This isn't just about technology for the sake of it. Mitsubishi wanted to make sure the Montero is fully connected for both the everyday driver and the adventure enthusiast. The center console feels wide and robust, with a rotary drive selector that emphasizes off-road capability, while practical storage compartments and wireless charging ensure everyday convenience. Soft-touch materials are everywhere, from the dash to the door panels, proving Mitsubishi's commitment to making this SUV feel truly premium. Ambient lighting throughout the cabin adds a sophisticated vibe, especially during night drives. The seats take things a step further, upholstered in high-quality leather with heating, ventilation, and even driver memory functions available. And unlike many SUVs that compromise on rear passenger comfort, the second and third rows in the Montero have been designed for long-distance journeys in mind. Generous legroom, supportive cushioning, and adjustable recline options mean every passenger gets a first-class experience, whether you're cruising down the highway or navigating a rocky trail. But an SUV's true test lies under the hood, and Mitsubishi is bringing options to satisfy both purists and modern eco-minded drivers. For 2026, the Montero is expected to offer a traditional gasoline V6 engine that delivers the kind of horsepower and torque you need for towing, hauling, and rugged off-road use. This power plant isn't just about brute force, it's engineered to deliver smooth, confident performance across all terrains. But Mitsubishi is also rumored to introduce a plug-in hybrid variant, drawing on its successful experience with the Outlander PHV. This hybrid powertrain would allow the Montero to deliver excellent fuel efficiency and even some electric-only driving capability for shorter commutes, giving buyers the best of both worlds. In today's SUV market, that kind of flexibility is key, and it positions the Montero as a smart choice for a wider range of drivers. Of course, no discussion of the Montero would be complete without mentioning its legendary Super Select 4WD system. This isn't your average all-wheel drive setup. It's a tried and tested system that gives drivers confidence on mud, snow, sand, or rocky terrain. Multiple terrain modes allow the Montero to adapt to whatever the road or lack of road throws at it. Paired with advanced suspension tuning and rugged chassis engineering, this SUV is being built to take on the toughest trails while still delivering refinement on paved roads. And that's where it starts getting interesting, because this is exactly the same territory the Toyota Land Cruiser dominates. The Land Cruiser has built its reputation on being virtually unstoppable, but Mitsubishi is clearly positioning the Montero to step right into that ring. And while Toyota has decades of credibility, the fresh new design, advanced features, and hybrid options of the 2026 Montero could attract a new generation of buyers who want rugged capability without sacrificing modern comfort or eco-conscious efficiency. But here's where things get really interesting. The Montero isn't just about style or comfort, it's about proving that Mitsubishi can once again compete in a segment dominated by giants like Toyota and Nissan. And for that, capability is everything. The backbone of the 2026 Montero lies in its engineering, especially the reimagined chassis and suspension system. Mitsubishi has worked hard to ensure that this SUV can handle extreme off-road punishment without sacrificing on-road refinement. The body-on-frame construction gives it rugged durability, while adaptive suspension and electronically controlled dampers provide the kind of ride comfort you'd expect from a luxury SUV. Combined with increased ground clearance, stronger skid plates, and improved approach and departure angles, the Montero is ready to take on rough trails with ease. This makes it not just a family SUV, but a serious off-road contender. When it comes to technology, Mitsubishi isn't holding back either. Inside the cabin, you'll find one of the most advanced driver assistance suites ever fitted to a Montero. We're talking about adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and a 360-degree camera system with off-road overlays. That last feature is particularly impressive as it shows real-time visuals of the terrain under and around the vehicle, a tool that can be a game-changer for tricky climbs or narrow trails. Add in features like hill descent control and electronic locking differentials, and you've got an SUV that feels as smart as it is strong. But let's not forget, one of the reasons people have loved the Montero for decades is its ability to balance toughness with everyday usability. And the 2026 model leans heavily into that. For families, Mitsubishi has equipped the SUV with multiple USB-C ports across all rows, an upgraded premium sound system, and rear entertainment options to keep passengers entertained on long road trips. There's also tri-zone climate control, ensuring everyone in the SUV is comfortable no matter where they're seated. Practical touches like fold-flat rear seats, a power tailgate, and customizable storage compartments add to its versatility. Whether you're hauling gear for a weekend camping trip or simply heading to the grocery store, the Montero adapts to your lifestyle effortlessly. Performance-wise, Mitsubishi is betting big on the hybrid variant. The plug-in hybrid version is expected to deliver a combined output of well over 350 horsepower with an electric range of around 30 to 40 miles, perfect for daily commuting without using a drop of fuel. This makes the Montero not only an adventure-ready SUV, but also a responsible choice for eco-conscious buyers in the US market. Meanwhile, the gasoline-powered V6 will focus on providing towing strength, likely capable of pulling well over 6,000 pounds. That's enough to tow boats, trailers, or heavy gear, keeping the Montero competitive with the likes of the Land Cruiser and Jeep Grand Cherokee. Speaking of competition, let's address the elephant in the room, the Toyota Land Cruiser. Toyota has built its reputation over decades, and many believe it's untouchable. But Mitsubishi has a trump card here: price. Industry insiders suggest that the Montero will undercut the Land Cruiser by several $1,000s while still offering comparable features, off-road ability, and even hybrid technology. For buyers who want capability without breaking the bank, that's a very compelling argument. The Montero might not erase the Land Cruiser's legendary status, but it could absolutely win over a new generation of SUV buyers looking for value-packed adventure. Now, design plays a huge role in this comeback story. The Montero's styling is modern, bold, and instantly recognizable. But it's not just about looking good on the streets of Los Angeles or Miami, it's about standing tall in the deserts of Nevada, the snowy passes of Colorado, and the muddy backroads of Texas. This is an SUV designed with global appeal, but with a clear focus on American buyers who want a blend of toughness, luxury, and technology. In fact, many auto experts are already calling this the most well-rounded Mitsubishi SUV in decades. Of course, no SUV is perfect, and questions still remain. Will Mitsubishi deliver enough refinement in terms of ride quality to match Toyota? Will the hybrid system be as reliable and durable as buyers expect in tough off-road conditions? And will Mitsubishi's dealer network in the US be strong enough to support what could be a major influx of new customers? These are real challenges, but if Mitsubishi gets it right, the 2026 Montero could be the brand's comeback hero in America. At the end of the day, the Montero isn't just another SUV, it's a statement. A statement that Mitsubishi wants to be back in the conversation, standing shoulder to shoulder with brands like Toyota, Jeep, and Nissan. With its bold design, premium interior, hybrid powertrain, and serious off-road chops, it looks like the Montero has all the ingredients to succeed. Whether it actually dethrones the Land Cruiser is yet to be seen, but one thing is certain: competition is heating up, and SUV fans are the ones who benefit the most. So what do you think? Does the 2026 Mitsubishi Montero have what it takes to be a real Land Cruiser rival? Or will it simply carve out its own unique space in the SUV world? Drop your thoughts in the comments, we'd love to hear your take. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, make sure you smash that like button and subscribe to the channel for more exciting updates on the latest SUVs and upcoming automotive releases. Trust me, you won't want to miss what's coming next.